This freaking guy right here is 25 years old and probably going to be the next billionaire. So if you want to adopt some of these 5 tips, you might be able to be just like Mr. Beast. Stay tuned. Welcome to the Light Circle Success Show with your host, Mark Yegge. Your gateway to a world of inspiration and empowerment awaits. We dive into powerful insights and transformative ideas to energize your journey to success. Ready to magnify your brilliance? Let's begin this adventure together. So this guy is a guy named MrBeast. That's his name on YouTube, and YouTube is an important thing because that's where he's become famous. He is probably going to be the next billionaire, and I'll tell you why. First of all, he's 25. He makes these crazy viral videos on YouTube, if you haven't heard about him. And his first viral video was where he gave $10,000 to a homeless person. And now it's estimated that he makes between $500,000 and $1 million per day from his YouTube videos. Now, this doesn't mean you should quit college and become a YouTuber because, there's only one MrBeast. But it does tell you there are a lot of things that are not taught in college that are making people $500,000 to $1 million a day. And this is one of them. I'm going to show you MrBeast telling you how he's done it. And I'm going to give you those 5 tips so that you can do it too. Let's start with the first tip. He embraces failure and he's a continuous learner, right? And I see this over and over again with successful people. This guy emphasizes the importance of learning from failures and not getting paralyzed by overanalyzing, right? A lot of people ready, aim, and they never fire. This guy ready, aim, fire, boom. Ready, fire again. Let's aim again. Let's change. And he continues to get better and better. And that's because he takes action, right? And so let's see what he says about this concept.
So what was the breakthrough for you to start realizing, to start having a self-awareness, about these videos aren't good enough? You're probably still going through that. You're probably still growing to see.
Every 6 months you should look back and hate your videos, or at least see things you could improve and be like, oh, I could have done this better, that better. If not, then you're not learning quick enough, in my opinion at least.
But so when you're doing these videos and do you ever have one that you do it and it just doesn't live up to what your expectations were?
All the time. Now I know you're about to ask me, so let me think of some. Probably back in the day, 1 out of every 4 videos we filmed just never got uploaded because they were just not good. Yeah, because especially when I was 19 and 20, I had no idea, right? I'd come up with an idea, let's climb a building with plungers, right?
Right.
And then, you can't do it, all right? So that's an example of one that.
The next one is networking and collaboration. And you know me, if you know anything about what I'm doing right now, I've got a mastermind community called Light Circle that I think is critical for people that want to be in a mastermind. Because a mastermind will accelerate your results, right? Napoleon Hill said it best in his book, Think and Grow Rich. When you take 2 minds that are of like mind and you put them together, you create a third mind, a flow, like I call it. MrBeast thinks that the value of networking and learning from others and being in the same room, in the same peer group with these people accelerates your progress. And I completely agree with him. I've seen it happen over and over again. Let's see what he says about it.
If you hang around people, just different people, you're going to feel crazy and it's going to wear on you. Whereas if you're around similar people, it's so much easier. The people they're around 100% dictates the outcome. I would not be on 120 million subscribers if I didn't find, when I was around 1 million, I had a couple friends that were just also psychopaths. I outgrew them, but at the time it was great. And I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for them. Just all along the way, the friends that I hung out with had such a dramatic impact on where I am. When I was a teenager, I just, I couldn't relate to many people. And I just thought it was like a fucking freak of nature because no one was obsessed with building businesses or any of this kind of stuff. And so back then, that advice would have been helpful. Maybe not that particularly, but just knowing that there are, it's not that you're a freak of nature. You just haven't found people that have the same interests.
So the task is not to feel sorry for yourself or somehow change yourself. It's more to find
people you fit in with. Yeah.
His last one is personal growth and adapting to change. This guy is dedicated to continuing to grow as a person, to continue to learn, to continue to get better, because if you're not growing, you're dying. If you're not growing in this world, which is exponentially changing, 10 years ago, we weren't talking about AI. 10 years ago, we weren't talking about MrBeast viral videos making $1 million a day. 10 years ago, we weren't talking about electric vehicles. We just weren't, right? And so the things that people are learning in school today are probably not going to even be jobs in 20 years. They say that 2/3 of the jobs that are going to exist in 20 years don't even exist today. We've got a lot of this training wrong, and you've got to adapt to change. Flexibility is the key to life, and so you got to be on the cusp of that. So that's the last tip from MrBeast. Let you hear what he has to say about it.
Do you ever feel burnt out? Like, are there times where you feel like
I think
tired?
my definition might be different than others. You know, like some people are like, I'm burnt out. Screw this. I'm done. You know, like never at that point. But yeah, like if I'm going like, you know, I go from time I get up to time I go to bed like 3 days in a row, I'll be like, okay, like kind of want to like take half a day off and like chill, or like I'll feel it coming and stuff like that. But this is what I'm doing to the day I die. I don't care. Like I love this more than anything. Nothing's ever brought me a fraction of the joy.
All right, so there you have it. 5 tips to be like the next MrBeast, if that's what you want to do. But you can apply those to anything in your life. So I hope you found those helpful, and I'll see you on the next video.
Hi, I'm Mark Yegge. Every new year brings hope, but have you ever made those resolutions and by February they're out the window? Yeah, me too. This coming January 13th and 14th, join me at Your Greatest Year. It's an online summit dedicated to setting you on a path to transformation, abundance, and growth. Make your resolutions a reality. Let's create magic together in 2024. Make 2024 your greatest year.
To register, go to 2024yourgreatestyear.com.